Dylan and Company, your new favorite online bookstore where you can find a vast selection of books across all genres. Invite you to visit their website at dylanandco.com. Discover countless titles and special offers that will captivate your reading interest. Remember, that's dylanandco.com. DILLONANDCO.com. Your go-to destination for all your literary needs.
What time is it?
That's how it starts.
This is Doug Sims live.
Got the whole crew in the building once again.
We got Rachel, aka Rach with the Y.
Your girl Jane Jones, your local realtor.
And the one and only Melly Mel.
We get into some hot topics, some great information, some newsworthy headlines. Make sure you get up, check us out. Doug Sims Live, Grandeur Radio.
Hello, everybody. It's your favorite chicken wings and fried rice crew back in the building, ready to get into motion with some topics, gossip, and brain teasers for the show today. You know, we're shaking it up a little bit with the intro. This is your girl, Rachel, a.k.a. Rach with a Y. And to my immediate right, we have...
Your girl, Jane Jones, your local realtor. Here to empower, educate, and guide you through the home buying and selling process.
Hey.
Get at me. And to my immediate right...
The country in the building, a.k.a. the number one in the building today.
Number one?
Yeah, we the number one today. We the number one crew, man.
one.
But it's been great, man.
That's good. All right. Well, throw it around the rest of the circle.
And of course, we got the one and only DJ.
I'm here, but I'm not here.
Trying to act. He just
DJ
humbled.
Metro, or whatever you want to call me. I'm here. Just don't call me late for dinner, as they say.
Okay.
He's going to eat on time.
Okay.
So we're switching up a little bit. I'm going to sit back, chill a little bit. I'll pop in here and there, but I'm actually producing the show today.
Woo, woo.
So we're going to let Rachel do the honors. Go ahead.
No pressure.
None at all.
All right. Well, we got a lot coming your way today, so keep it locked, and we'll be back with the show. Okay, so to start it off, I think it's highly appropriate to talk about the biggest thing in the news right now, which is Sean Combs, but hold on, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. P. Diddy, a.k.a. Diddy, a.k.a. PD, a.k.a. Love, just to make sure. Because all the indictment charges have to acknowledge all of his aliases.
A.k.a. Sean Johnson and Johnson.
Johnson and Johnson Combs. Yes. I'm sure we've
Puff Daddy.
all...
Yeah.
Puff Daddy? That was the first one.
Oh, that was okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The OG.
You got to give the full name as well.
Oh, okay.
But Johnson & Johnson is highly appropriate for the copious amounts of baby oil and lube seized from his homes. And why didn't they tell us this back in March when they did it?
Because they had to keep it under wraps. They wanted
They had to count it.
They
That's
had
crazy.
to count them. Like,
They had to-
seriously, who finna sit there like,
They
all
were
right.
like, no, we about to blow the spot up with
like
this.
Jimmy and Bill, y'all want y'all to sit here and count every bottle
Every ounce.
that's in stock.
And test it all.
Right.
Yeah, so he's definitely facing some serious legal challenges currently. So, sex trafficking and racketeering charges. So, in mid-September, Diddy was indicted on federal charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. The indictment alleges that he used his fame and resources to engage in abusive behavior towards women over several decades. Decades.
That's-
Y'all know how long he been in business, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
So prosecutors claim he orchestrated a system of sexual abuse involving coercion and force, and these activities were facilitated by his business empire.
Wow.
Use line ball.
Ooh.
If that is all true. I'm just saying.
Judgment.
That's
I
just.
mean, hey, if the shoe fits,
if
right?
the shoe fits, but I know he hasn't been tried and
Of course.
Right, and
But-
allegedly they say innocent.
It's alleged.
Till
It's
proven
alleged.
guilty. But we
Alleged.
have
Of course.
seen some videos, and
And we have
now we
Of
can
the
kind of hear
abuse.
some lyrics.
That's why Jodeci was dressing up in
all that
shower
leather.
gear and you know he was there.
Talking about take that. No.
Literally.
Oh my God.
Take that, and
You
No
know
consent.
he was the fashion director for Jodeci, right?
Did
No,
not
I didn't know that.
No.
I mean, it makes
No,
sense.
it makes
does.
sense
It
that
does.
you
Makes
say
sense.
It's on brand.
But back then, everybody wore leather, and black, and had the Matrix type of look going on back then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So what'd you say? Over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube were
And lube.
seized.
Yes, from the
I
various
mean-
residences when they did the seizure back in March.
We hope that he owns stock.
But there is also a rumor. I'm just saying. I'm just gonna put it out there
What's the rumor?
that there was also 784
Go ahead and say it.
dildos
Cite yourself.
in the
Can you repeat that?
home of Sean P. Diddy Combs.
Okay.
So, and how truthful that is, we don't know. Allegedly,
I mean, based on the amounts of baby oil,
I would
what-
say,
I'm led to
in the
believe,
lube,
yeah.
I would, but 784? Like, how, why? Like, are you passing them out as they come through the door? Like, what
Are you?
Like, what is going on with this situation?
like welcome gifts,
Yeah, like a goodie
part of
bag.
the swag bag.
Swag bag. Take one home.
Take that. Take that.
Take that.
I
Take that.
can't
bag.
with y'all.
I can't with you guys.
But that is like that's crazy. But also, he's tried to get out of being incarcerated, in federal penitentiary, by saying that he's not a flight risk. You can trust him. You can keep tabs on who he sees, who he talks to. But as you know, the judge did not go for it. They denied him his bail. So it's like, all right, Diddy, now what do you have to say now? But now that he has all these lawyers, they're trying to figure out how to get him at least out of jail, even though he's kind of like a flight risk. But on top of that, unfortunately, he's using, let me rephrase that. Not unfortunately, but Diddy is on a 24-hour suicide watch.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
that recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very recent.
And that was served as though he's going through a lot of mental stress, that he feels like the whole world is coming down on. Pretty much he's having a R. Kelly moment.
An R. Kelly.
Yeah,
You know what I
he
mean?
is.
Karma is catching up with him. That's what's happening.
The guilty conscience is maybe catching up with him, but also his lawyer did just say today that he's well, and it's just normal protocol is what his lawyer stated today. So
okay.
like all of this is fresh and new, and up to date as of today, but it's there's so much. So his legal team offered a $50 million bond for home detention,
50 million.
but they still denied it.
yeah.
Because
Of
he's a
course.
flight risk and he could intimidate witnesses.
Of course.
So that has also come out. Have you guys
Yeah,
seen that?
I did
Yeah,
hear.
okay.
I forgot her name, but that people were receiving calls
really?
from him
About the
in
case.
regards to the case with Dawn. People related with her in the group, and
Yep.
he was just nonstop harassing. So
54 calls.
let him sit down
in
for a
day.
bit.
Wow, that's in a
No
day?
access to anything in a day.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so this is the development of this case. I feel like it's really it's already shooken the music industry. But one of my questions are, who else is a part of this
Right.
ring?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like he's just a face. Somebody has to also be the real puppeteer, because you have to protect this man. He's been
He
getting
has
away
been.
with.
People have benefited
Yeah,
from him
yeah.
orchestrating these
This is
things, and
crazy.
like you said, he is the face. He might be the mastermind, but he's also had support. So
From
it is
somewhere.
going to be really interesting to see what names come out of where, kind of like with
Ooh.
Epstein and
Yes,
his list.
the list. Oh,
So,
man.
I'm sure everybody's going to be tight because I know Diddy ain't going out without a fight.
Oh yeah, he
yeah.
gonna tell. He gonna tell.
So continuing with the Diddy news,
Diddler.
in addition to all these baby oil lubricant supplies, they also seized quite a large amount of narcotics
Oh
as
wow.
well, which, I
Well,
guess that's appropriate.
Kind of
What?
go hand in
without
hand.
Right.
They go hand in hand with the type of parties he was having.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole bunch of controlled substances that are listed in the indictment paperwork, and good luck pronouncing them. Some of them have, all of the alphabet letters containing them, but regardless,
Go ahead.
obviously, those.
Right.
Okay.
Give your-
Our scientists,
Right.
give us
Give it
at
a
least
shot.
three. Give us 3 of them at least.
Methylene diethylmethamphetamine,
AKA
Okay.
meth.
Right.
AKA meth.
because
Probably.
they explicitly just say the white powder, which
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
whatever gamma hydroxybutyric acid, and then also ketamine.
That sounds like it takes paint off.
Right, or that is just a supplement,
Oh, my God.
for memory loss. Oh, that
No,
might
you
fit
ain't
the
never
bill,
getting
right?
that back.
That's that Men in Black.
Ooh.
Man, take the
Right,
take
the flashy thing.
the ketamine or
Yeah, pretty much just to knock you out. But apparently that's the MO for most of cases with Diddy, and especially that one with the guy who is in jail in Detroit.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
The Mr. Cardello Smith.
Yes, yeah. So what's going on with his
man.
case? I heard there's been some updates and then changes.
So with Mr. Cardello Smith, he claimed in 1997 that he was at a Diddy party, and
he didn't
Diddy
leave before the
took
devil came.
advantage of him during that time. So now that Mr. Cardello is incarcerated himself for the same exact crimes almost.
No.
So yes.
No
So,
Diddy?
No Diddy.
Oh my goodness.
So Mr. Cardello is in for sexual assault.
Okay.
He's also been in and out of prison throughout his entire life. It seems like, according to Diddy's lawyer, and he quotes, "This guy has been in court more than I have, and I am a lawyer." So, yeah. So it's like, are the predators preying on each other?
That's crazy. I mean,
mean,
or he could have helped him out in the situation, had a little bit of leverage, and bam, let me take that.
Yeah. So he sued him for $100 million.
$100 million.
$100 million. Yeah.
So is that 6 zeros after the first 3 zeros?
That's a lot.
Stop.
That's a lot of zeros.
You got us over here like
Look,
counting on our
I
fingers.
don't have my TI 83 plus on me, so don't ask me to do that.
Right, please. We don't have our Texas instruments with us today. Okay. But no, so he sued him, and then just recently, it was reversed.
But why though? I mean,
Yes.
why would they? I mean, of course he's like, being convicted of sexual assault and kidnapping himself. But
Well, that's irrelevant to the case. But yeah, I did hear that after Diddy failed to appear to a virtual hearing, they did award Cardello Smith the $100 million judgment. But then, like Jane said, that they recently overturned it. Do we know why?
well, let me give y'all the little facts about that. Diddy did not know about it. He did not know about the $100 million.
He didn't even know about the lawsuit
award.
at all?
No, until just recently. You got to understand, Diddy is in so many lawsuits that he cannot keep up with how many there are being filed.
And nor does Diddy do it because
You get what
he
I'm
has a
saying?
team.
I mean, but even the
So who dropped the ball?
Right.
So,
Somebody,
right.
Yeah,
That's a
somebody
good
didn't
question.
communicate.
Of all the money he's paying, $300, $300 grand, $400,000 for the
$750 an
lawyers,
hour.
An hour.
an hour.
Right.
So it's like, how did you not do your research on this particular gentleman? You know what I'm saying? But that's the case. So they reversed it because Diddy stated that he did not know about it because of the so many alleged lawsuits, and his lawyer is complaining that Mr. Cardello, or however you pronounce
Let's
it.
call him Smith.
Let's just call him Derek.
Mr. Smith.
Derek. He'll call him Mr.
Derek.
Smith.
Derek.
So Mr. Smith has his criminal record, like, just doesn't say that I trust this man in court. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but even
can be
then, that doesn't not take away the fact that he may have been a victim of
Right.
Diddy. You know,
Exactly.
so
Be a
it's
bad person and also
Right, and
be
been
victimized,
victim,
unfortunately.
a victimized predator.
We don't have that much sympathy, but
But
same
he
time.
still needs to be, what's that word I'm looking for?
Held responsible.
Yeah, held responsible, innocent before proven guilty. That type of deal.
yeah.
So it's a lot that's going on. But his lawyer is stating that, well, that was rightfully so, that the judge reversed it because of the fact that we didn't really know about it, And then we didn't hear. He said that we didn't hear about it until we saw it on the People's Magazine report.
So, I mean,
But you
is that
still
really
saw
an
it.
excuse? How many times can you just be subpoenaed for court or have a bench warrant and you can't just say, you know, I was at work or I didn't get, you know, proof
mean,
of
it
service,
happens, though.
anything like that? And they'll just set it aside?
I mean, it's kind of crazy because he's so high profile that you're using the excuse of like this slipped through the cracks. Like
That perfect
Right.
right there.
Which
High profile.
It seems like it would be the
because
opposite
if
for
it was
somebody
like one
that.
of us, we would have been.
We would have slapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, we would have
over.
been in jail, under the jail, the whole nine.
So what do you guys think about the whole ordeal with Mr. Smith and this Diddy thing? Should he be rewarded his $100 million like they said in the beginning, or should he not get his money?
I don't think that's for us to make that deciding factor, just because there are so many moving parts and there are so many other things that are going on as well with Mr. Combs. But, he also has another lawsuit that surfaced this week before he got arrested. So he was sued by Danity Kane's Don Richard for sexual assault and battery. So there's 3 cases just right there in the past, 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Let's talk a little bit more about Don's case when we come back.
So we were recently still talking about P. Diddy and all of his lawsuits. So recently, Danity Kane's Don Richard sues him for sexual assault and battery. Are we surprised?
No.
No, it just kind of is. We're seeing a pattern. Yeah, we're seeing a pattern. So she's alleging the hip hop mogul sexually assaulted her, deprived her of food and sleep, and refused to pay her adequately.
That was just on making the band alone, so I believe it, right?
Right. So over the decades, they were on Making the Band, and she alleges during the auditions he called female contestants names, fat, ugly, and the B word. She remembers on one of the days when they were working out on the beach, she vomited and nobody gave her any medical assistance and they just kept filming.
Okay. So I get that sounds bad, but up to a certain point, you have to take into consideration when people are looking to be in the spotlight and they're going through training, things are rigorous. Not everything is going to be addressed with cuddly hands. So I feel like, there are easy things to be able to pad a lawsuit with, but at the same time, how do we know to draw the line between, it's just kind of being tough in the work versus somebody actually purposefully being neglectful to you?
Yeah, depriving them, she said that they would rehearse up to 48 hours with no rest and no food.
That's crazy.
And not stand up for yourself to say no. And believe me, I'm not victim shaming. I understand when you want something, you're going to put your all into it and kind of just sit back and take whatever because you have a goal in mind. But at the same time, you do want to speak up for yourself.
Right. But also, since you're in that seat, you are like an actor, when do you provide the breaks for yourself?
Exactly.
Or for you, when do you speak up for yourself? Or are you pushing yourself to the limit as well?
I would definitely say that there have been times where I've pushed myself through, reflected, and realized that I need to speak up for myself more, but then actually follow it through.
Right. But then you're dealing with somebody who on the other side is barking at you, and we don't know what he was saying or doing to them. And then now with all these allegations coming up, we know that it probably wasn't all flowers and rainbows.
That probably there was maybe a noose around this individual.
Ooh, that's a strong term.
That's a strong term, but I'm just saying that with all of these allegations just kind of shows a pattern of how he treated women and men. So we don't know what happened on those, but you got to speak up for yourself, but also you're I'm trying to make it. So
that's true.
Yeah, but then if you're trying to make it and
you
you're going
draw
through
the line.
well, then at some point you shouldn't have to reflect on it and use it against the person because you decided to go through with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, up to a point, for sure.
So
Yeah.
pretty much you got to take responsibility for you.
Yeah, and
You do.
like they were saying, I'm not gonna be humiliated. I might need this $2,000, but you're not gonna humiliate me.
Right,
Yeah.
for this 2,000.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
And I remember though, like Dawn's situation, she was homeless and she was living out of her car. So it might have been one of those situations too where she's like, I've made it this far and I got to keep pushing, and maybe I do have to take a little bit of abuse in order to.
But you
know
should
what I
never
mean?
have to feel like
you should never have to feel that.
to that. For
But
the
you
root
know,
of all
with
evil.
that mindset of being that poor
Desperation.
and desperation, like
Yeah.
you don't know what people are going through, and it's like he wasn't being kind to her, obviously,
Right. Yeah.
allegedly. So
Okay. A lot of mystery to that. I
Man, we
guess
throw,
we'll
we
see.
throw a lot of alleged out. You
We
know?
have,
We have to,
That's,
because,
and that's
you know-
the responsible thing to do. We
I mean,
got to keep our opinions.
That's true.
we don't
That's
know.
true. But like
the only
for
thing we know for sure is that he abused Cassie Ventura.
Oh yeah, that's on video.
Exactly.
That's on video.
But
Point of view.
that,
Even though he
that,
denies
that
it
shows
all,
that
but-
shows that he can't deny it. But yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead.
So what about those Cybertrucks?
What about him?
Oh man, right?
us more.
That is the real great question right there. So I know everybody's been hearing about how the Cybertruck has been a little faulty. We're gonna put it like that, a little faulty.
Yeah, we talked about that.
So-
we
I
talked
don't
about
think we
their
have
little.
to say allegedly with this one.
Allegedly, right?
Yeah.
Allegedly,
I
a
don't know
little
about that.
faulty. So just recently, there was another Cybertruck incident where it literally caught on fire, and unfortunately, somebody lost their life during this, tragic moment. And the Cybertruck was so hot that the firefighters couldn't even put it out with the power from their own trucks. So they literally had to wait until the fire pretty much.
Oh man,
So is that saying that the person was still in the vehicle?
Yes.
they were cremated.
They were-
essentially.
The body was unrecognizable.
Yes.
However, there was enough to actually put in evidence, for the family to have something to bury. But the story is that the battery somehow exploded. And most people, from the comments I read online, they're like, man, how is that possible? Y'all have to understand, this car is all battery. It's all electric. So the battery acid and the combination of chemicals that you have in a regular car does not compare to this truck. So the Cybertruck I feel like it's the most overrated vehicle actually on the road because of all the recalls. They have a recall for the panels are being too loose, flying off during mid-drive, hitting other cars and passengers. They have where the car will sometimes shut off during your driving. During your, the moment that, hey, I'm happy, I'm enjoying my new Cybertruck, and all of a sudden everything shuts down. And they also have this issue where the Cybertruck, if being towed wrong, it will catch on fire. It will literally explode.
If you look at it wrong. Towed it wrong. How do you tow it wrong?
So the Cybertruck from the manual states that it has to be towed from behind, not from the front.
Oh, okay.
And so,
But isn't that the same with like regular Tesla cars? Like they can't be towed.
well,
they have to go on, like,
they
a
have to go on a
flatbed?
certain flat. But that's only because they are so low to the ground. Because
That costs
Cybertruck
extra.
is way taller, as far as like the suspension and everything goes. But as far as like everything, as far as problems goes, the list is just continues to grow.
So what is Tesla going to do about it?
So Tesla is actually doing a huge recall. They've been doing recalls.
Yeah.
So now they are
Not just gluing the parts back
Right,
on like they
exactly.
were.
Okay.
and using dial soap.
Right.
But the Tesla Giga plant has just stopped all production for now. They don't want to bring out any more faulty equipment or cars, if you want to put it in nice words. And
Okay.
pretty much, if you have a Tesla, I mean, you just got what you have. They are willing to
Cybertruck.
fix the car, try their best to figure out the problem. But with all this going on, why would I still want to
keep
drive
it
this?
at the risk, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
People they just
I mean-
want to show off.
I
I
still do, but
mean, to show off it ranges from $79.9 to $130.
Yeah, some people got it like that.
and guess
Why?
what? It can range to burn up to 3,632 degrees.
Yes.
That's no. It only takes what 15 to 2,000 degrees for a crematorium.
Yep, it's
for
1,800
a body?
degrees to start off with.
No thanks.
That's double.
That's creating some new atoms at that point.
That's crazy. So
But yeah,
if you are driving around in those Cybertrucks, please move away from us. Please switch lanes and go somewhere else.
well, it really became very popular because of the new age of self-driving cars. BMW has their Tesla type of car.
Yeah, everybody's coming out with an electric vehicle.
But now they're putting together too fast. So they're looking at the dollar signs instead of trying to get all the kinks and bugs out of the computer.
So you mentioned BMW. I don't think I'll ever own another BMW because my BMW caught on fire
Oh,
What?
while I was in it.
Oh,
Wow.
do tell.
Yes.
Story time,
Story
please.
time.
Please.
So just I tear up the highway, so I'm back and forth between GR, Muskegon, almost every day, right?
Yeah.
So I'm leaving Muskegon, going back to Grand Rapids. Got off the highway, turned on Ionia, parked, caught on fire.
What?
Right then and there. So then, white smoke, black smoke, burned
Flames.
the hood, everything just burned to a crisp, right?
Right.
Luckily for me, the battery was in the trunk. Otherwise, that battery would have caught on fire and blew up.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm hesitant on BMWs these days just because of that factor.
I think
I would respect that one.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different things when it comes to different cars. My brother also, his car, I dropped him off at the airport and it was parked at my apartment complex, and it wasn't driving, just sitting out there. It was summertime and it caught on fire.
Really?
Yeah,
Wait a minute,
and
what
it was a Honda Pilot,
Wow.
like a real old one. And I love Hondas. I drove Hondas most of my high school and college years on $20 a gas.
Oh, man,
A tank,
I wish,
$20
I
a
wish.
tank. I was all over. No, yeah. So
Pilot.
the Honda Pilot. So that happened with that car. I think there was another one recently. The neighbors to one of my clients, I forgot what kind of car it was, but it was in their garage and it started on fire as well.
Oh, no.
And that whole garage, remember?
Yes,
Yep,
yeah.
the neighbors. So their whole garage burnt down.
Wow.
All right. Well, they're cool to look at, but that's
Yeah.
about
So,
it.
I think every car has its problems, but that one, the Cybertruck definitely has a ton of problems, and they really need to go ahead and sit it down and
And then
Rethink it.
pretty much based on
Reconfigure
the
it.
price of it. Once you
Exactly.
buy it, you're stuck with it.
yeah,
With all the problems.
the
that's
resale
going on.
value.
Well, y'all gotta hear this one though. This is the crazy part. So the warlord Chechen accuses Elon Musk of remotely disabling his Cybertruck.
Yeah, I
So,
seen that.
Can y'all imagine a warlord trying to get a hold of Elon Musk? Talking about, hey man,
Hey.
you gotta turn my truck back on.
I'm not surprised though. Elon Musk, he just abuses his power as well.
So the whole ordeal is that he was mad because the Cybertruck is equipped with machine guns, rocket launchers, and everything under the sun for war, and he cannot use it because it's shut down. So he's trying to get a hold of Elon Musk, stating that, why you turn off my Cybertruck? And I'm like, yeah, I'll turn it off too if I would
It's
have
like
known.
being locked out of the cable and
The Wi-Fi is no longer Wi-Fi. That's all it is.
So definitely enough talk about Diddy. Definitely enough talk about the Cybertrucks. Let's get into some sports with your sports goddess, and we are talking about a true trailblazer in the WNBA, and that is only one person that we can say is a true trailblazer, Asia Wilson. The Las Vegas Aces forward just made history by becoming the first player to score 1,000 points in a single season.
You
Woo,
go,
woo.
girl.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so she's the WNBA first to ever hit 1,000 points in one season, y'all. One season.
That's crazy.
She
doing her
deserved
thing.
it. Yeah,
Right.
She's been hustling like on the court.
Right, because Jane's been giving us consistent
Yes.
stat updates, you know.
Hustling on the court.
So,
Goddess is in the
kudos.
building, y'all.
Asia Wilson. So she's definitely the front runner for the 2024 WNBA MVP award.
Yeah.
She has just been doing great things. So she's currently averaging 27 points, 12 rebounds, 2.6 blocks, and 2.3 assists with a shooting percentage of 51.9. 51. Come on. Come on. Give her flowers, y'all.
She doing it.
That's every other shot.
Right, exactly.
just keep
Yeah.
feeding her the ball. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's
Just make the defense do the defense, and hey, go ahead, girl.
Yeah, so what I most love about her is that her mindset. So her mindset, she says, rest at the end, not in the middle.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
She said,
I feel that.
go.
I try to
and
do that
go.
when I work out.
Yeah. But she's definitely committed to like improving always. But she also makes sure in the off season that she takes breaks from basketball. So she doesn't feel that burnout.
That's good. That's smart.
So the last thing, she's currently on a 50 game streak of double digit scoring.
50.
50 y'all.
50.
She's doing numbers.
So her teammate Jackie Young praises her as a role model, emphasizing her professionalism and impact on the team. So y'all better keep watching and see all this greatness on the court.
Man, I'm happy.
Go Asia.
We are still talking about sports, but we're going to go ahead and head over to the NFL and talk about my arch nemesis.
Don't hate. You ain't got to be
The,
like that.
the great
Arch
one of the
nemesis.
greatest rivalries, the Detroit Lions versus the Packers. We hate the Detroit Lions.
Put
and
some respect
vice
on
versa.
their name.
Barely. No, not necessary. But anyway, we're gonna talk about y'all coach.
Oh, what's
Y'all
going
know-
on, Mr. Campbell?
Y'all know he's selling his house.
Ooh, wow.
You know, we gonna mix a little real estate in
Is
there
he,
now.
Okay.
Did he contract you?
Why is he
Right.
selling it?
I wish he would have called me, Dan. I mean, what was
Oh,
you
but
doing?
he knows you're
he's
a
not
hater.
yeah, he knows I'm a Packer fan, so
Okay.
you know that's probably why he didn't call me. But his house was listed for $4.5 million,
Okay.
and it went under contract under just 24 hours.
Dang.
That was fast.
Hey, that's the level. That's the level that
Is he
they're on.
upgrading or?
He's selling
Why?
his suburban Detroit home to gain more privacy after his address was leaked.
What?
Well,
So-
you are in the D.
Leaked because of what? Just
Performance.
Somebody, yeah.
Campbell and his family were targeted with pranks and harassment after a tough Lions loss. Which y'all had
I knew it.
Oh, wait. You set the precedent.
including the NFC Championship
Oh,
game.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that was
Yep. So the Bloomfield Township Police Department released a statement condemning the harassment and emphasizing the importance of respecting residents' privacy.
Yeah. But
So
no,
he
yeah.
doesn't hold any hard feelings towards the fans. He reassured the public that his decision to move wasn't due to negative feelings towards the Lions fan, who he calls unbelievable,
I bet.
super loyal.
It's unbelievable.
But yeah, so it $4.5 million house went pending, and he's on the move, and he's gonna make sure that address does not get leaked.
I bet.
But I'm curious. Is he going to stay kind of in the suburban Detroit area or
He's
go a
packing
little bit
and
farther
leaving, right?
He's probably gonna
and commute?
move probably a little bit out. He can't definitely move that far
He
from
going to
the
Canada,
stadium.
right?
Go across that bridge every
So
day.
they already moved into their new home, and most likely the buyers of their old home are huge Lions fans.
Oh,
he
they have
hopes.
to be, yeah.
And then he's just hoping his privacy is,
private.
Maintain. Yeah.
It's preserved moving forward. So, yeah, Dan Campbell, good luck with your move, which it sounds like you already did, and congratulations on getting that contract.
Right.
13-time Grammy winner and singer-songwriter Kenneth Babyface Edmonds received the 2024 BMI Icon Award.
Okay.
Yeah. 2024 BMI R&B Hip Hop Awards held this past Thursday in Beverly Hills, California. The legendary singer-songwriter Kenneth Babyface Edmonds received the 2024 BMI Icon Award. Having 63 BMI awards throughout his career, Babyface cemented himself in music history books as one of our time's most sought-after songwriters and producers.
Okay.
He was celebrated alongside BMI 2024 Champion Award winners SZA, Fred Jerkins III, Lunch Money Lewis, Donnell, Don P, Prince, and many more.
Okay,
Who
they
is
said
Lunch
your purple
Man
boy in there.
Lewis? Lunch Money Lewis? Who that? Doug, explain. Who is that?
You know what?
Lunch
I
Money
have
Lewis.
no idea who Lunch Money is.
That sounds like something local.
He locally getting that BMI award.
Hey,
right?
Yeah,
do
exactly.
your thing.
So yeah, SZA, of course, Fred Jerkins, you know, Rodney Jerkins.
Yep.
Is that Rodney Jerkins? Fred Jerkins the third? Okay, Rodney. Dark Child, if you will.
Child. Say my name. Say
But
my
Lunch
name.
Money?
Yeah, Lunch Money. So anyway, Babyface, you can think about it. He has crazy hits from his early days with The Deal. I don't know if you guys know The Deal. You don't know The Deal? Oh,
What-
you
what
all
the
know.
deal?
What's the deal?
What's the deal?
The Deal.
Ba-dum-bum.
Look up DEELE. The Deal. That's where Babyface and
His brothers,
L.A.
right?
Reid
No.
and
Okay.
L.A. Reid, they had a group together
Oh.
called The Deal.
Wow.
So Babyface brothers are after 7.
Oh, that's
Okay,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. But The Deal had songs like Body Talk and, oh man, back in my day. I'll say my day, right? So, but just think about it. He has a string of crazy hits from movies to R&B to pop,
I got Whip Appeal on my playlist right now.
Whip Appeal.
Ooh, all
Yeah.
these songs that he wrote.
Right.
Yeah.
Body
time I
Talk,
close my
2
eyes.
occasions.
There you go.
Just
2
my
occasions.
luck.
You guys
Oh,
know
yeah.
2 occasions.
Yeah.
Sweet
So
November.
that's on The Deal.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Educate us.
Right. So and then between him and L.A. Reid, of course, they had LaFace. You know,
Yep.
so everybody in Atlanta was on LaFace. Crucial Conflict, maybe.
So Mike,
Usher, TLC, Outkast,
Baby, baby.
so forth and so on, right?
Yeah. Well,
And-
congratulations to
Right.
him on that.
So some of the artists that Babyface has written for has been Shanice, The Deal, of course, SWV, KC and JoJo, Tevin Campbell, Tony Braxton,
Oh, yeah.
Whitney Houston, Kevin Edmonds, that's his brother, TLC, Ariana Grande, Pebbles, Chrisette Michelle, Michael Bolton, Beyonce, Vanessa Williams, Jaheim, Tony.
Everybody.
Yeah, some of
goes on.
everybody. Karen
Right.
White,
Donnell Jones.
yeah, Destiny's Child, After 7,
Stevie
Justin
Wonder.
Bieber, Jet, Fantasia, Shalimar, woo, Christina DeBarge, Bobby Brown, of course, Boyz II Men, Sheena Easton,
Oh, wow.
The Boys, The Whispers, Damian Dame, Mary Davis, and the list goes on.
The list is-
Braxtons,
the list
yeah,
is-
Growing.
Is huge.
It's a lot of folk that he has written for. Johnny Gill.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, this man's resume is talent.
Right.
Yes, absolutely. 1,000%.
it's ridiculous.
So I've never met Babyface. I've never been to a Babyface concert.
Me neither.
As many concerts
Me
as
either.
I've been to, I've never seen Babyface live.
Okay.
I think that would be a
That'll be
phenomenal
dope.
A bucket list item.
It has to be.
Okay.
We'll make sure we get there.
show. We gonna get there. Welcome back. It's your girl Jane Jones, and of course, we have to finish it off with our food for thought.
I wish y'all could see the deviousness
Man,
on her face right now.
It's like
We're all on pins and needles to hear where this is going to be. Jane always keeps us on our toes.
When we're all together,
she like keeping us on our toes.
I just love for y'all to express your feelings.
True
I'm all
selves.
about feelings.
Okay, well, you know what? I like this reoccurring segment. So what we got
Yeah,
for
what you
today's
got for
food
food?
of thought?
Okay. In a relationship,
Here we go.
friendship, or othership,
Okay.
is it better to always be honest, even if it could hurt your partner's or friend's feelings? Or are some truths better left unsaid?
Oh, yeah, Jane, Melly Mel, and Doug. I'm going to let y'all respond to that because I am not going on any record answering that.
Everybody got to go on.
Well,
we go talk
can you repeat
about
the
Alright.
first part again? I want to make sure
In
I
any
answer it
ship,
correctly.
in any type of relationship, is it better to always be honest, even if it could hurt your friend or partner's feelings? Or are some truths better left unsaid? Don't make me read that again, Mel. Doug, I see the wheels are cranking.
It's it can go both ways.
Right.
It really could. But let's just say
There's always both.
I'm a Libra,
It's
so I'm balancing.
situational.
We got,
Yes.
yeah, we
yeah,
are
we're
Libras.
balanced.
2
Yep.
Libras in the building. Yeah.
All right, let's hear both sides.
So it can go both ways. So I'll give you one way, I guess, and that's if your partner is in a particular state, if you will, and you need them to be in another state. You don't want to tell them flat out, "Hey, you need to lose weight."
So you don't want to hurt their feelings.
Right. So in other words, you may suggest, "Let's go work out together."
It's your approach to this.
And then I'm gonna say, "Oh, so you think I'm fat?"
And then that'll get
get the
played
ball
over,
rolling.
and you'll start to work out. I think, but instead of being that honest with them, hey, just say, hey, let's go do this.
Okay.
They'll come around to it.
But so when Jane asked, "Oh, what? So you think I'm fat? That's why you want to go work out?" What is your answer then?
We just need to get healthy.
Okay, look at Doug playing the
need to get
coy
healthy.
I
fit.
like that. We need baby. We just need to get healthy.
We just need to get healthy.
I'm overweight. You know. Let's go. Let's
It's
go
a
get
us
it together.
thing,
It's a
baby.
us
That's
thing.
it.
I like that one. That
all I
was
got.
that was it. That was
No, what you got for the other side of the scale,
the court. What's the other side?
where you're just gonna blatantly tell the truth, I guess.
I get okay. Yeah, that's my forte. I rather because if you
I'd rather directly hurt your feelings, is what he said.
I'm gonna say it to your face.
With my chest.
I can't stand y'all. But everything that's in the dark always comes to light. I really do believe that. So
So you're saying you can't lie to your partner just so that you don't hurt their feelings?
I didn't say that, but
But that's what you just kind of said. Because you
but
said
it
whatever.
depends on the situation. It depends on like if I'm hiding something like a surprise or I ain't finna tell you.
Oh, yeah.
But
then
if it's
again,
something serious or on the scale of this is like affecting me in our relationship, I feel like I have to tell you because I'm not going to be comfortable with myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one who's thinking about, okay, how can I say this to this person without causing more pain, but I'm in pain myself. So if I'm not unable to help myself out in this situation, like getting over this hump of whatever we're going through, I don't feel like I'm a good fit to be in this situation then because I'm not honest with myself. So I'm going to be honest with you.
That's true. I think that's a really interesting point because there's like the fine line of teetering where you're being selfish or while you're trying to actually resolve something. Because like you said, I feel this guilt and I'm unsettled personally, but you might deliver some news that actually might then make your partner uncomfortable and feel unsettled. So where do you draw that line of, you're just doing it to clear your conscience versus actually caring about their feelings and putting them first?
I mean, when you say that you are caring about them because of the situation?
Not in your example, in my opinion, no.
Really?
Yeah, because you're uncomfortable within yourself, and that's where you're placing the brunt of needing to have to talk, not how they're going to receive it. That's just to clear you up so you can feel good.
Yeah, but at the same time, you still have to let your partner know that, hey, I'm uncomfortable with this situation or with that, you know, and then they have to at least listen to it and receive it and then make a decision from there.
Right.
I don't have to listen to it.
I mean, see, Jane always take it to all the way to left field.
Look, I'm being honest, right?
Yeah.
You know,
So wait a minute now. Now, if your husband sits up here and tells you something that he dislikes,
yeah, we gonna fight.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not gonna.
We're not gonna fight. We're not gonna fight. So we have had this conversation about weight loss.
Okay.
Because we've had this exact conversation, and I know I've spoken to my bestie about it. The thing is, like, I'm a sensitive being, and he is just straight to the point. He's not holding back. He's not filtering it. He's not sugarcoating nothing. He wants to give it to me straight. But he has learned his lesson that doesn't work with me.
So
that doesn't work with me because it's not received well. It's not received well, and it doesn't make me want to take an action. It makes me feel something.
So you
but
have
that
to.
was because of the delivery.
Right. That's what I'm about to ask.
But he was being honest.
But the delivery. So you can be honest and have a different approach.
Exactly. So he's had to learn that.
So
for
in
your
my
partner.
Initial, when I stated that's why I would go with the approach
Right.
that I went.
Yeah.
If it was in that situation.
Yeah. But then there's also the result of, like, hey, they still don't want to go work out with you. Because I don't work out with my husband.
But you work out though.
I work out on my own because I don't like working out with him because of his delivery.
But the results are still coming though.
Right. Because
you
of
do
that
work out.
conversation.
You just
Not
don't
because
work
of
out
that conversation, but I think working out is definitely something you have to do for yourself. So you have to consciously want to make a change for yourself. I don't necessarily need him trying to tell me what I don't like anybody telling me what to do anyway.
Okay. All right.
But I think as far as, like, I know I don't want to intentionally hurt people's feelings. However, I do need to let you know the truth, right? Because that is not something you should internalize.
Okay, so we were talking about telling the truth versus a lie to anyone that you're having a relationship with, whether it's platonic or romantic, and whether or not it's okay. We've had a lot of talk that is more in favor of telling the truth, but do it through a filter where it can be received. I want to throw out there in this time, what if it's just a simple yes or no kind of question? Like, did you speak on the phone with your ex?
Well, let's get back to that. Well, we're going to talk about that some more and
Now,
digest
is it time
that.
to lie, or is it not time to tell the truth?
Yeah,
Because
we-
really,
Well, I mean, you would be best off telling the truth.
Truth. Yeah.
Flat out. Yep, I sure did. Just flat out. I mean, and you take your lumps when you get them.
That's it. Yeah.
Because you could be talking to your ex, but what was it about? It's not saying that you're trying to get back with them or whatever the case is.
Me and you
That's
both
never a
know
light
it
question,
never
Doug.
that.
never a light question.
The difference is, and you've seen the memes where the guy's book is only this thick, but the female's book is like flipping over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know the one.
You know it. Yeah.
Because we will just be like, yes, I did, and they will take it a whole different route.
It would
that
be a
it
movie.
Didn't need to go.
It would be
right?
a movie.
Well, that was the gateway question, because now I got
Now
now I need follow-up. I need
1,000
details.
right, you know?
We got to know where this went. You got to give me specifics on this.
Well, we'll give it to you right after this.
Bringing it back in to close it out for the day.
Let's do it.
It's your girl
Yeah.
Rachel, aka Rach with the Y, and I'm here with my family, the crew. You know, we kind of talked you guys' heads off. We had to do some updates on the Diddy Dive. You know, as things develop, of course, we're gonna have to get our digs in. But for the most part, you know, we kind of already know. We have our opinions made.
Oh yeah, the diddly been diddling.
The Diddy
He been dabbling. He been dabbling and sliding and
But oh my god,
gliding.
Please forgive her.
Slide
She
into
does not
home
know what
plate.
she's doing.
Lord.
But it's been crazy though. It's all the information, especially with the Cybertruck. I think just protect yourselves. You know what I mean? Out there, the crew, we always give y'all that piece of information that's like, oh man, I do need to check like the Social Security and all that stuff that's going on in the country. But it's been a great insightful.
I'm sure we all can say we appreciate that Consumer Report update from our own Melly Mel.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. Thank you.
And of course, the sports goddess always liking to pull our legs.
What?
And, challenge our morals with the food for thought.
I'm still thinking right now. I don't know how.
The wheels are still turning,
Man.
and Doug still rebukes us.
We just need to put a disclaimer to any of our opinions. Results may vary.
Yeah, but y'all gotta
This is
know
not legal
it's
advice.
because
Please do
our
not.
sister is with Green Bay Packers. You
Oh
know
yeah,
what
yeah.
I mean?
It's already biased.
I am with the ish.
And then the mysterious man who's here but not here. We got
Our producer.
The one and only.
Here, but not here. Exactly. That's a good way to put it for today. So it's been a challenging week for me.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, it's been challenging. So I've been just crazy out of my element. Let's just say it like that. So I've been kind of out of my
your comfort
element.
zone.
And just doing a whole bunch of things that needed to be done. So
Well, that's good.
We know that feeling every once in a while, but for sure we want you guys to all have a great, positive week. Thank you for tuning in. And as
Yes.
always, stay hungry for more chicken wings and fried rice.
Yeah, combo number 24 with an egg roll.